is? Because today's a important day, not just for baseball and softball, but for our history here in the United States. Before I go into all of our quick tidbits about the Cougars, before I hit our points about anything like that, we're going to talk about what day it is. And today is April 15th, also known in my life as Jackie Robinson Day. Jackie Robinson made his Major League Baseball debut in 1947, breaking the color barrier. This day honors Robinson's legacy and the impact that he had on baseball and society. Major League Baseball players, you're all going to see him wearing number 42, Jackie Robinson's jersey number, on this day as tribute to that man. And you see, on April 15, 1947, it was so much more than just baseball. At the time, us as a society, we weren't where we needed to be as a people, and doing all the right things that we need to be doing to just be a good group of human beings. And what Jackie Robinson did, it was so much more than just baseball. He was a phenomenal person. He was a phenomenal Christian, a good man, and he broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball, and he was a major civil rights icon. He was more than an activist. He was an icon. And so I just wanted to lead off this segment, this broadcast right here tonight, giving honor to the man that is so deserving and of way more than just this. So kudos to you, Major League Baseball, for having everyone wear number 42, for the 42 caps, the memorabilia that you put out, honoring his legacy as well as the civil rights movement. Thank you, and thank you for joining us here. I just wanted to start off tonight with that in appreciation of Mr. Robinson. Jackie Robinson, April 15th, the day that he broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball. Now, with all that being said, last night, we're going to talk about last night too. We're going to briefly bring it up because, in the words of Ted Lasso, I hope that we have some Ted Lasso fans out there, what is the happiest animal on earth? Not what you would expect. Most of you are going to say a golden retriever, but no, it's a goldfish. Why is the goldfish the happiest animal on earth? Because it only has a 10-second memory. So tonight, our Lady Cats need to be a group of goldfish, a short memory, and forget about the 13-6 loss that was last night to East Robertson out of Cross Plains, Tennessee. But it wasn't all bad because we gained some valuable experience in the matchup against what turned out to be a very good softball team from East Robertson High School, in particular in the circle. But as I quoted from Ted Lasso, a goldfish, we need to be a goldfish, short-term memory. Just like they talk about quarterbacks in the NFL, you throw an interception, you forget about it as quickly as possible and you get out there and you throw the next pass. But we will do our best not to discuss it anymore. Leading into tonight, we have business at hand. Last night, we had a bit of a freeing feeling to it because the only thing that we had online was our overall record, while tonight our district standing, as well as our regional standing, is on the line. We have to shout out our youngest Lady Cats in this leading segment. Sophomore Ava Holland is second on the roster in hits on this season while carrying a .316 batting average, while also making some nice plays over in the hot corner, covering third base. Fellow sophomore Addison Shelton is hitting .333 on the season. It's been young Lady Cats that have done the best work from the circle in pitching as well, with Hester Blankenberg, the 7th grader, fellow 7th grader Abby Cottle, freshman Rebecca Luttrell, and fellow freshman Presley West, who have been doing the most work from the circle. It has been a pitch-by-committee type of year for our Franklin Simpson squad, and they have a lot of work to do and to learn while we are hopefully about to end this current 6-game losing streak right here at Franklin Simpson High School. But I do, however, like our odds when we find our upperclassmen healthy and in the roster, with Allie Utley hitting and running the bases, batting a near .500 batting average. Chloe Smith swinging the bat, hitting up close to .500. And junior Lily Ferguson on her comeback season, swinging the bat as well and holding down shortstop position now. Now, my quick tidbit about Logan County. They are They are led in the batter's box by senior Madeline Burgess, who hits 444 on the year, and freshman Brinley Adler hitting a phenomenal 484. Senior Addison Cartas does the bulk of the pitching for the Cougars and has a 4.13 ERA thus far through this top third of the season. The Cougars do have an older group of pitchers, 2 seniors and a junior that pretty much cover it all the pitching for them, but Cartas is the main individual that we'll see in the circle. So look for them to work quickly from the circle tonight. We're going to lead off now with some starters. Leading off for the Logan County Cougars, it's going to be number 2, Kaylee Turner. Ooh, I apologize. The big gust of wind just came through here and nearly took away all of my paperwork. Kaylee Turner, she's going to be out in center field for the Cougars, followed up by Karis Taylor, and then Brinley Adler, followed up by number 19 in the cleanup spot by Maddie Burgess. Batting 5th is going to be number 25, Macy Kleinert. That's a famous last name if you're a Jack Reacher fan. Number 4, Addison Holloway is going to be batting 6th, followed by number 21, Reese Wetton. Number 15, Sadie Violet. And then in the 9 hole is going to be Kinsley Taylor. And pitching, but not hitting tonight, is going to be number 17, the senior, Addie Cartas. Now, for your Franklin Simpson Lady Cats. Starting out in center field is going to be number 14, Allie Utley. Followed up with that is going to be the new left fielder, number 4, Jasmine Grover. And then pitching tonight, leading off in the circle, is going to be number 8, Chloe Smith. And then over on second base in the cleanup spot is going to be number 2, Addie Shelton. Then in the 6-hole shortstop position is going to be number 6, Lily Ferguson, the junior. And then the senior, number 10, in her usual spot over on first is going to be Caitlin Woodall. And then out in right field is going to be number 3, Kylie Scott, followed up by the designated player, number 24, Hallie Bowles. And then in the 9-hole, the hot corner tonight, over on third base again, number 22, Ava Holland. And then not hitting, but playing behind the plate is going to be number 17, Jaden Coe. Coe, just a freshman. Now, this season has been injury-riddled and will continue to have its problems with experience as we are a very young team. But so much to look forward to as the year continues to round into form. Can this team get off the wrong tracks and back on the right side of the winning equation tonight against the rival from next door? We're going to find out right here along with the Lady Cats and all of the action ahead of us and more as your Franklin Simpson Lady Cats are all set to take on the Logan County Lady Cougars right after this break. And we're going to get through the national anthem and the starting lineups right here at Franklin Simpson High School's Lady Cat softball field on 92.3 WFKN. WFKN's live coverage of Lady Cat varsity softball right here at Franklin Simpson's Lady Cat softball field. We are getting all set to take on the Logan County Lady Cougars, our rivals from the next county over, regional as well as district foe. We're getting meetings happening at home plate right now. We are all set. If you'd like to stream tonight's game and watch it along with us, you can also hear our broadcast on Franklin Simpson's Channel 9. We're getting set to put out the national anthem. Here are starting players. We are going to lead off tonight with the Logan County Lady Cougars. They're going to be in the batter's box first, while our Franklin Simpson Lady Cats will be taking the field. Chloe Smith, the junior, is going to be in the circle for us tonight, leading off. She's been getting some pitching experience this season as we are down a couple of pitchers. A whole lot of experience to be had out there on the field for our young Lady Cats. We've got a couple of 7th graders. We are led by a freshman in Rebecca Luttrell from the circle. And so Coach Todd Cottle, he's got a whole lot of work to do with this team in terms of experience. But thankfully, the one thing we are not lacking on is talent. This is certainly a very talented group of young ladies. A couple of potential college players on the roster between Alan Nutley and as well as Chloe Smith. Smith, also a fantastic basketball player, made the 4th region, all-region team. I think she was 2nd team, if I'm not mistaken. But we've got a good crowd here. Logan County certainly showing up, as well as Franklin Simpson showing up. If you're not busy tonight, you don't mind a little bit of wind, you can come on out to the ball field and get yourself a ballpark hot dog, maybe a cheeseburger from down here in the concession stands. We are just having a last-minute lineup look, and we're going to get to those starting lineups. So thank you for joining us right here with Lady Cat Softball. Once again, my name is Cody Schuler, your voice for Wildcat and Lady Cat Softball and Baseball. Appreciate our WFKN partners covering our local high school sports and all that they do for us. We're always having a good time doing this. We just love to support our kids and our community. So thank you for being a part of our community. And just a reminder that today, April 15th, Jackie Robinson Day. Mark it on your calendars. It comes every year, April 15th. So shout out to the civil rights icon, Jackie Robinson, his family, and all of the impact that he made right here in the United States. So we're going to get all of these starting lineups now, and we'll be right back with you live on 92.3 WFKN.
Playing center field, number 2, Callie Taylor. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 1, Harris Taylor. Batting third, playing third base, number 11, Brenley Adler. Batting fourth, catching, number 19, Maddie Burgess. Batting fifth, designated player, number 5, Macy Taylor. Batting sixth, second baseman, number 4, Addison Holloway. Batting seventh, left fielder, number 21, Reese Wett. Batting eighth, and playing first base, number 15, Sadie Violet. Batting ninth, playing right field, number 8, Kinsley Taylor. And the flex position, number 17, Addie Curtis. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet. It's the starting lineup for your Franklin Simpson Lady Cats. Leading off, playing center field, number 14, Allie Utley. Batting second, playing left designated player number 24, Callie Bowles. Batting ninth, playing third base, number 22, Ava Holland. And in the flex position and catching, number 17, Jaden Coe. Your Lady Cats are coached by head coach Todd Cottle and assistant coaches Jackson Cottle, Haley Kavanaugh, Constance Luttrell, and Haley Tuttle. At this time, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for some 13th District Softball.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson Lady Cats softball. My name is Cody Shute, your voice for the Lady Cats softball. Coming across your airways tonight, we've got a good one for you. 4th Region, 13th District, rivalry baseball softball, with the Lady Cats taking on our neighbors, just, I think it's West Lakes, in Logan County. Logan County Lady Cougars. They had a pretty decent season themselves. We were sitting kind of neck and neck in brackets. Lady Cats fell 5-7 last night. And Lady Cougars, they've been on a bit of a losing streak themselves. But we've got Chloe Smith starting in the circle. Everybody on our WFKN. If you're listening on our Channel 9 airwaves, we got disconnected on the radio. All right, Kendra, I'm back. Sorry about that on Channel 9 airwaves. Difficulties. I don't really know what happened. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, leadoff hitter coming up the bat right now, the left-handed leadoff, number 2, Callie Taylor. Taylor, the center fielder for Logan County. Left-handed hitter, Logan County. Here tonight at Franklin Simpson High School's Lady Cat softball field. They are in navy blue uniforms with the light blue numerals and lettering. our Lady Cats are in the all-white uniforms with royal blue letters and numerals. 2-0 here early from Chloe Smith. Chloe getting her feet wet pitching this season. She didn't do any last season that I saw, but she might have had a little bit of time here and there. That's a good-looking strike. Looked to be like a breaking ball coming across the plate there. A lot of wind here tonight, which is, I'm sure, beginning to feel like normal for us. That's a ball low and away. Count goes 3-1. But wind is just gusty here on a beautiful 61-degree day, April 15th, Jackie Robinson Day. That sun is out there, still pretty high in the sky, out pretty much dead straight away center field right now. That is bounced right back at Chloe Smith, and she fields it cleanly, fires it over to Caitlin Woodall at first for out number 1, and Taylor is retired. Now here comes number 1, Karis Taylor. This Taylor, there's 3 Taylors that play for Logan County. There's Kaylee or Callie, Karis, and then Kinsley. I don't know if there's relation there or not, but, you know, Logan County's a small area, so here's hoping that they're all sisters or something, or at least cousins. As Karis takes strike 1. Here's the pitch. That one got a little bit too far off the plate, so 1-1 count now to Taylor. That one's sent over to second base and gets right between the legs. Number 2, Addie Shelton. Got to stay down on those. That's going to go down as an E4. She was in position, but right between the legs it went. So runner advances over to first. And here comes Brinley Adler. Adler having herself a good season. It's just a freshman. Runner goes. Coes tries to send it on down to second. On the bounce, though, not in time. Oh, and she comes off the bag. And great job there by Lily Ferguson to stay with it and not pull away too quickly and send the ball back to Smith as the runner lifted her hand off the bag. She slid just to the side of it, to the right-hand side of the bag, and lifted her hand, and Ferguson got the tag right back down. Great job there. Off speed that time from Smith. 1-1 count now to Adler. Adler hitting .484 on the year, the best batting average for the Lady Cougars, with 2 away now. Low and inside for ball 2. We were talking about the wind. It is gusty here. It is blowing from right field out towards left field. That's a foul ball, bounced down onto the plate. That's a that's an incorrect call, but they called her out because of where the bat landed. The ball bounced straight down and hit the plate. That was a foul ball, but anyways, she's called out regardless. So sort of a 3-up, 3-down in a kind of a wonky way. We're going to take a quick break here in the middle of the first inning. Zeros on the scoreboard as your Lady Cats are going to be coming up to bat next on 92.3 WFKN.
Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's coverage of Franklin Simpson Lady Cats softball. We just got through the top of the first inning. It was kind of a sort of a 3-up, 3-down way there. We saw 3 batters. There were 3 outs, even though one of them went to first base on an error. So no hits recorded there in the inning, but there was a chopper to Smith that recorded the first out, then an an error passes second base, but on the attempted steal, she lifted and was tagged out by a fantastic job there by junior Lily Ferguson to stay with the play. And then the third player was called out by the way her bat landed, I guess is the way that was called. It was just a wonky play. I'm not going to pretend to tell you. I know exactly what happened there. But we're right here to the top of the lineup, leading off the bottom of the first inning, the senior, number 14, Allie Utley. Utley, always a contact hitter. Does not strike out very often. I think I reported across the last 2 seasons she's struck out less than 2 full hands to count, only 9 times through her sophomore and junior seasons. Yet to strike out this season as she takes strike 1 looking. She is facing a good pitcher in Addie Cartas, or Cartas. I'm just going to call it Cartas for the rest of the broadcast because Cartas sounds kind of funky. Hits one over between the 5 and 6 hole, and it is fielded by shortstop Karis Taylor. She's able to get in front of it as it went past Brindley Adler, the third baseman. I think we're going to call that right there an infield hit. Now here comes her running mate, fellow senior, playing left field tonight, Jasmine Grover. Grover had 50 hits a year ago. A little bit of a slow start to this season as Utley's away, showing off the speed, easily steals second base. We had a lot of, we'll talk about the weather from last night. We had a lot of clouds, so it wasn't quite as bright and sunny. That is a pulled back bunt attempt as whew, my goodness. Showing off the wheels yet again is Allie Utley as she avoids the tag and goes wide and able to get her foot around the tag. Called a clean steal there. From my vantage, it looked like she was tagged out, but she is able to make her way on around the bases there. And now we've got a runner on third. And Jasmine Grover's looking at a 2-0 count. Showing off the bunt attempt again is no, and a wild pitch is going to score the first run of the game. Fantastic job on the bases by the senior, Allie Utley. Able to get the Lady Cats on the board early, and I tell you what, so far we are sounding like a bunch of goldfish, as you heard me lead off the broadcast to say if you were a Ted Lasso fan. Happiest animal on earth is a goldfish. Why? Because it's got a 10-second memory. Forgets all the bad. And we're forgetting about last night. All right, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. As there's 3 balls, no strikes. Took strike 1, obviously. Here's Grover waiting on another pitch. Takes strike 2 as now the count runs full. She'll have to get a little more serious. Steps back out of the batter's box. Deep breath. Practice swing. Tons of ability with the senior. Foul ball. Sticks with that one. Jasmine, typically a running slap hitter. Unable to get the bat all the way around on that one. Here's the pitch. That one, another foul ball. Gets underneath it just a bit. Jasmine with a ton of ability. Definitely talent to play at the next level. She chose to do just that. Sitting in the back of the batter's box so that way she can get that extra step in there as a slap hitter would. And whiffs on strike 3 there for out number 1. Here comes the third hitter of the game for your Franklin Simpson Lady Cats. Number 8, the junior, Chloe Smith. Chloe was pretty unhappy with herself last night, her performance from the batter's box, but it's a new day. Got some fresh white unis on. I can't tell if that chatter right there is coming out of our Lady Cat dugout or that's a strike across the outside portion of the plate. You'll see a lot of seasoned pitchers, as Cardis is, try to throw that first pitch strike. Here's the next one. That's another one, the same exact pitch for strike 2. Take a look. Smith will have to be more locked in now. Looking at an 0-2 pitch count. Let's see if she gets something to hit here. That's taken. Woo. Ball a little high and outside. Didn't miss by much. Yet to swing the bat. Smith. Sitting dead center, maybe a little up in the batter's box. Likes to be out ahead of these pitches. Does Smith. She's changed her swing just a little bit. She turns on one, and that is lifted. Ding, ding, ding. Dinger! Home run, Chloe Smith. That ball, ladies and gentlemen, has been voted off the island for a home run. Crowded at the plate, justifiably so, as the second run of the ball game comes across the plate, and it is officially a 2-0 ball game with the cleanup second baseman Addie Shelton coming to the plate. Man, she got all of that one. Cardis won't throw her that gas again. I mean, that was the same pitch that we saw there pretty much 4 straight times. She watched it go by twice, got a feel for it. The third one was a ball, and that fourth pitch, I mean, turned on and rocketed straight out over the left fielder's head, right up next to the scoreboard for her third home run of the season. 1-1 count now to Shelton. Looming on deck, the junior Lily Ferguson. Second on the team in hits. Pardon me, third on the team in hits with 11 so far all the season. Strike 2 to Shelton. Goes swinging that time. One thing that I do certainly appreciate about head coach Todd Caudill, whenever we get, that one called a bit high. That was a pretty good looking pitch there, and the Logan County Lady Cougars head coach there in the dugout, he didn't like that one, and I can't really disagree with him. It was a good looking pitch. Looked like it went straight down Main Street. And here's the next one. Swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the game there for Cardis. Here comes junior Lily Ferguson. She's playing shortstop tonight. Let's see if Ferguson can get a 2-out rally going. Cardis has shown the ability to have her pitches lifted out of the ballpark already with Smith, but that is the risky run, being a speed pitcher. Throws that one knee high, right down the middle. There's not a lot of movement on that fastball she's throwing. That one a bit high. Good eye. Cardis, a senior, has pitched 40 innings coming into this game. Ferguson, the right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. Goes over the top of it. Cardis has pretty much been sending them straight down the middle. It's just that she's been moving the ball up and down in the zone. Here's the pitch. That one sent to the second baseman, Addison Holloway, and unable to run it out, though a fantastic effort by Ferguson for the third out. But not before your Lady Cats do a whole lot of damage. We saw some fantastic base running and a score on a wild pitch from senior Allie Utley. And then the big-time dinger lifted out of the ballpark by junior Chloe Smith, helping her cause from the circle tonight. We're going to take a quick break. Lady Cats lead 2-0 on 92.3 WFKN. back, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Lady Cat softball right here at Franklin Simpson Softball Field, right over off Whip Road, if you were ever curious about where we were broadcasting from. We're joining the top of the second inning right now, and we're seeing the cleanup hitter for the Lady Cougars from Logan County, 19, Maddie Burgess. Burgess is the catcher for the Lady Cougars. She's facing off against our junior pitcher tonight, Chloe Smith. Smith had a 3-up, 3-down top of the first inning, which has got to do wonders for her confidence from the circle. Certainly has great form and technique from the circle, as well as the size to be able to whip it around across the plate. She's thrown quite a few pitches so far throughout this one. Looking at 3-1 count, but even so, it's got to be doing wonders for the confidence of the junior. Runs count full there. That's a strike on the inside part of the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here on a gorgeous 61-degree Franklin evening. Here's the pitch. Payoff, fouled away.
No, but just the feel of the day is it's smooth.
Burgess set, waiting the pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Ringer up and set her down. That's a strikeout. Chloe Smith having a fantastic game so far. Up next is Macy Kleinert. Whole lot taken off of that one from Smith for ball 1. Almost a slow pitch softball for that one. Kleinert, if you're a Jack Reacher fan or the book or the show, maybe you recognize it from season 1. Kleinert was the villain. Just like tonight, the Lady Cougars, they're the villains. We're at home with the good guys, the Lady Cats. Strike 1. Pop in the catcher's mitt of Jaden Coe. 2-1 count to Kleiner. Here's the pitch. Another one right down Main Street for strike 2. Kleiner, the right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Bounced it across the plate. Runs the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the top of the second inning. Your Lady Cats are leading right now, 2-0, after a leadoff single from Utley, and she got all the way around the bases on 2 stolen bases as Kleiner walks now. It's going to be the first walk of the game for Smith. Next up is going to be second baseman number 4, Addison Holloway. Addison Holloway currently hitting .313 on the season. Another right-handed hitter. Then we saw the jack from the pitcher Chloe Smith there to score the second run, the solo home run. Trying to help her cause as she is pitching as well for your Lady Cats. 1-1 count now with a runner on first. Lady Cougars kind of in the same position that we are this year. They do have a lot more experience in their pitching rotation. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Chloe's been doing a great job so far from the circle. She typically behind the plate catching or playing third base for your Lady Cats, but due to necessity pops one up and Chloe runs in and squeezes it cleanly. A fantastic athlete, also an all-region basketball player on your 4th district Lady Cat region, or excuse me, 4th region champs for your Lady Cats. Got to take a trip to Lexington, play at Rupp Arena. A team that no one will forget anytime soon.
somebody was struggling, we'd make a
Whole lot taken off of that one to number 21, Reese Wetton.
down on the ball and they'll see it coming in. He's like, it just helps for the time when they come up.
Wetton, the left fielder for Lady Cougars. That one's hit over to Holland. Holland fields it with an open glove, sends it over to number 10, Caitlin Woodall, the senior, for out number 3. Tell you what, Lady Cats have come to play tonight. I am proud of the way that they have efforted this one, and they're just looking great right now. I mean, showing aggressive nature out there on the defensive side of the ball and stepping up and ready to hit on the offensive side of the ball. Man, 2-0 ball game heading to the bottom of the second right here on 92.3 WFKN.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Welcome back, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson's Lady Cat softball. We are entering in right now into the bottom of the second inning with your Lady Cats on top of the Logan County Lady Cougars, 2-0, with the senior number 10, Caitlin Woodall, leading off this one. She foul tipped the first pitch and just watched ball one go by, so 1-1 count, nobody away. Looming on deck is number 3, Kylie Scott. Kylie's playing right field for your Lady Cats tonight. Woodall, after a pretty good game hitting last night, raised her average to 242 on the season for the senior. Woo. Takes one inside. Some heat coming from Addie Cardis, the senior from Logan County. Beautiful 60-degree day here in Franklin. That one's sent over to Holloway at second. She picks it up, fields it cleanly. Oh, and it gets out of the glove of number 15, Sadie Violet. I think that would probably be an error over there in the 3-hole. She just didn't field it cleanly. I mean, it was a decent throw. Probably would have hit her in the stomach, but she just dropped it. And here comes Kylie Scott. That runner's probably going to be away. I mean, Coach Todd Cottle wastes no time in trying to move runners, especially with seniors. And out of her stance very quickly was Maddie Burgess. The ball hadn't even partly gotten across the plate yet before she was looking to possibly throw it down to second. But Woodall stays put. Swung on and missed that time by Scott. 1-1 count now. Not really any clouds in the sky, you know, a couple little dots here and there. Shows bunt, foul tip for strike 2. So much of high school girls softball is to do with the 6 inches of space between their ears, more so than it is athleticism. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Swung at a good pitch there. It looked pretty good. But that was strike 3. Here comes the designated player, number 24, Hallie Bowles. Hallie, a senior as well, one of 4 on this team. One of just two left-handed hitters that we typically see. She takes ball one a little low and away. The pitching style has been very different from what we saw last night. Cardis, she's up there and she wants to throw straight gas. I've not seen a ton of breaking pitches or much off speed from her to this point. Another one low and away, 2-1 count now. With just one away, runner over on first. I be honest, I maybe shot myself in the foot a little bit, thinking that Woodall would have been away very early, but we've held on. Swing and a miss there by Bowles. Bowles just one hit so far on the season. Slow start to the year for the senior. Swung on and missed at strike 3. Woodall was away, though. Tried to hit and run, but thankfully Woodall shows off enough speed in order to be able to steal second. Well, I guess technically the third stolen base of the game. Second player to steal a base, though. Here comes number 22, third baseman Ava Holland. She's also a lefty. Put two away, runner in scoring position, though. That one a bit outside. Top of the lineup, looming on deck, is number 14, Allie Utley. And don't think that our girls don't get up for the rivalry games like this. This is a big one, and I mean, they want to win this game right here. This is some bragging rights type of stuff. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. I personally grew up in Nicholasville, Kentucky, and went to West Jessamine High School, and I still brag about it to people at work that ever ask about your high school playing days, you know, that kind of thing. You look back on the good old days. That was a foul tip ball from Holland. I still brag about it that I never lost to East Jessamine. So don't think for a second that this rivalry does not mean something to these young ladies. 2-2 count now with two away. Runner on second to number 22. Man, that's Yahtzee right there if I've ever seen it. Pass ball gets away from Burgess. Runner moves on over to third. This count runs full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. That's a chopper right back to Cardis as she picks it up. Fields it cleanly, sends it on over to Violet. Violet catches that one to record out number 3 as we strand one runner on after a single error from the Lady Cougars. Well, the third inning, but not without a lead. Lady Cats on top, 2-0. Let's see if Chloe Smith can continue her streak of dominance from the circle to this point. You're listening to Lady Cat Softball live on 92.3 WFKN. Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson Lady Cat Softball. We're heading to the top of the third inning with first baseman Sadie Violet coming up. She's in the 8-hole. Hitting, leading off the top of the third inning as your Lady Cats are leading 2-0. 7 minutes past the 6 o'clock hour. Still holding steady at 60 degrees out there. You're on a beautiful Tuesday night on Jackie Robinson Day, April the 15th, the day that Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball. Chloe Smith throws strike one right there. 1-1 count now to the leadoff hitter in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed that time for strike two. That's what I want to see more of from Smith. Just continuing to go. Just try to make them swing, basically. Don't worry about too much goofiness with trying to get movement on the pitch or anything like that, or fastball change-ups or anything like that. Foul ball. There was some confusion there at the plate. Whether or not she actually hit it, but the first base umpire calls that one foul ball. Home plate umpire seemed unsure. Another foul ball. Still a 2-2 count now to the leadoff. Coe having a pretty good game from behind the plate. Set. Wind up. Pitch. Tags are out. Got out of Coe's glove. I jinxed her a little bit there. Fell out of her glove that time, but she pops up and tags out Violet. And here comes the number 9 hole hitter. Number 8, Kinsley Taylor. The third Taylor on the team, hitting right field. Playing right field, excuse me. That one goes high and outside for Smith. With one away. Beautiful green outfield. I don't really know what happened there. I think somebody called time in the middle of the windup for Chloe Smith. Nearly a ball. There's a strike. 1-1 count now. The coaches of Logan County had something to say there about that time in the middle of the... Ooh, just a pinch high. Home plate umpire holds up 2 fingers, just showing off just a smidget high on that one. 2-1. That's a foul ball down the right field line. Lifted just over the fence, out of play. Coach Todd Cottle shifting the outfield now. Grover and Utley more towards their respective spots in left field and center field. They had shifted some more towards the line and left center, both of whom have plenty of speed to be able to track down pretty much anything out there. Swung on and missed. That's another strikeout for Chloe Smith.
Next up, center fielder number 2,
Her second. Here comes the top of the lineup, Callie Taylor. Callie Taylor. Callie is hitting .389 on the year for just a freshman. That's a pretty good start to the season just to be a freshman. Takes ball 1. Left-handed hitter. Got the bubble braid going. Or the bubble ponytail, whatever it's called. Woo! Great play there by Ava Holland to show off some athletic ability to pop up and catch that liner. Nearly went over her head, but she gets up just in time, raises up off the ground just a hair, and records out number 3 there to end the top of the third. So our Lady Cats are going to go into the bottom of the third inning with a 2-0 lead right here at Franklin Simpson High School's Lady Cats softball field. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back with you live on 92.
Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Which is also just another fantastic option. Shout out to our crew that handles that. Mr. Aaron Talley heads up that project and does a phenomenal job with it. So if you've never watched Franklin Simpson Channel 9 through those links, give that a check, a click on it, follow it, add it to your pages that you check. Because it is just a phenomenal resource that covers all of our Franklin Simpson High School sports. Top of the lineup now, number 14, Allie Utley. Allie scored one of the 2 runs for the Lady Cats here tonight. She had a leadoff single infield hit, and then she stole second, stole third, scored on a pass ball. Right-handed hitter, fouls off the first one. That one is going to just get out of play. Whew. 0-2 hole, though, here early. That is one thing, if you ever were to watch Allie, that you would notice that she doesn't want to sit back and wait for anything. She wants to get up there and grip it and rip it. Here's the pitch. That one goes high and outside. She doesn't want to walk. She wants to hit.
She was stepping towards the plate.
Very good making contact, no matter the ball placement. Woof! Rips that one. An absolute rope. Foul down the third base line. Allie set, waiting on the pitch from Cartus now. Here it is. Oh, lays off of that one. Bounced across home plate. 2-2. She would have needed her pitching wedge to have gotten a hold of that one. Down in the dirt. Set. Wind up. Pitch. That one's going to be lifted foul. An absolute battle here with the leadoff hitter, Allie Utley. Leading off here the bottom of third as well as the top of the lineup. Two-two, while leading 2-0 is your Lady Cats. Here's the pitch. That one sent another. I mean, just way, that one blasted out towards left field and just fans a little bit too much into foul territory. That ball would have traveled probably about 205 if she would have straightened it out just a little bit. That might have cleared the left field fence. Another foul tip. I mean, just barely enough of a tip. I mean, it almost sounded like somebody snapping their fingers from up here in the press box is how much of a tip she got on that one. Still 2-2. Utley battling. Here's the pitch. That one goes high and outside. I think that last one might have gotten inside the head of Cartus just a little bit. Senior versus senior here. That last foul ball might have gotten between her ears. Set. Wind up. Pitch. Another foul ball. Man. These two just going at it a little bit. Who's going to win the battle of the seniors? We're having to get new balls now because she's fouled off so many. Three-two. Gets the signal. Wind up. Pitch. That one, oh, another foul ball.
Here comes that foul. When she throws it inside, it's two inside. She can't keep it fair.
My goodness. Sun beaming in, nearly straightaway center field. Here it comes. That one lifted high into left center field. They are underneath it, and it is squeezed by the left fielder, Reese Wetton. I mean, that was just an absolute battle right there. Unfortunately, I mean, just lifted a little bit too high for Utley. Now 1 for 2 in the game. Here comes senior left fielder for tonight, Jasmine Grover. We've seen Jasmine all across the field, a utility player as well. She takes ball 1, low and away. Jasmine, lefty.
Come on, Jazz.
Here's the pitch. Takes ball 2, low and away. We've seen Cardis continually try to get the left-handed hitters of Franklin Simpson to chase low and away, but ooh, she did chase a little bit that time, but that one went high and outside. 2-1 count now with 1 away. Facing the top of the lineup, Lady Cougars. Addie Cardis doing well so far. That one a little bit too high. Let that one go by. Looking at a 3-1 hitters count.
Come on, choke up and hit one here. Let's go.
Grover hitting 270 on the season as of right now. Here's the pitch. Oh, foul ball. Count runs full, 3-2. Grover, a traditional slap hitter. Let's see if Cardis continues to throw the outside pitch. That one, sure enough, it's exactly what she tried to throw. A little low and away, but Grover sticks with it this time and fouls off down the third baseline. Getting set and back in the back of the batter's box. That one, another foul ball. Cardis having to throw a lot of pitches because the Lady Cats are just straight up battling right now. I mean, foul ball after foul ball, making her throw strikes. That one lifted out into right center field. That's fine. Some green grass and a base hit for Jasmine Grover. Gets the bat around on that one. And uh-oh, here comes Chloe.
Next up for your Lady Cats, your pitcher, number 8, Chloe.
Chloe
Smith.
pitching tonight, 1 for 1 with a dinger. Home run in the bottom of the first inning. Let's see how she comes back to face Cardis this time. We saw her get walked last night in a situation similar to this. Oh, and a pass ball. Grover gets up to second easily, cleanly. You know that home run has got to be inside the head of Cardis at this point. Boy, it was just powered out to left field. Smith set. Ooh, check swing. Oh, called strike. I don't know. I don't think she went, but whatever. I'd like to see the replay if we could. I don't think she went. 1-1 count, 1 away. Runner on second, though, in scoring position. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be lifted into foul territory. Heads up, everybody. Nearly makes the bleachers back here. 1-2 count now. Lady Cats threatening here in the bottom of the third. Cardis gets the signal. Smith back into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. That one way high and outside. Gets away from The catcher Burgess yet again, and Grover moves on over to third. 2-2 count still against Chloe. Smith, set, here's the pitch. That's ball high. Count runs full now. Cardis has not had a ton of control problems that we've seen, but against Smith, she does in fact have to be careful. And she walks her. Going to be runners on the corners. Here comes hitter in the cleanup position, sophomore Addie Shelton.
Number 2, Addison Shelton.
Let's see. Shelton is hitting .333 on the year. Had a great game last night. Went 2 for 4 from the batter's box. One of the bright spots of last night's game. I feel like I'm memeing myself right now because the lead off the broadcast I said we're not going to talk about last night. And I've continued to talk about last night. I apologize.
Oh. 5 for inning. No, it's 10 for inning. Oh my gosh.
Shelton into the batter's box now. Waiting to pitch for Cardis. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. And Smith steals cleanly up at second base. And after the stolen base, it looks like head coach Todd Cottle is going to get her a courtesy runner, considering she is the pitcher for the Lady Cats. Let her get the stolen base, and now going to get her courtesy runner. And that is going to be, is that number 3? Yeah, that's Ansley Hollins, number 1, the 8th grader. As Chloe gets the nice light jog back into the dugout to get ready to pitch the top of the 4th. Strike. Nope. Ball 1. 1-1 count now. 1 away. Runners on second and third. Lady Cats threatening again against the Lady Cougars. Shelton awaiting the pitch from Cardis. Here it comes. Foul ball. Swinging on that one. 1-2 count now. Shelton, a very tight, compact swing. Does not seem to chase a lot of pitches. Takes that one. Ball 2. Junior Lily Ferguson looming on deck. Cardis is set. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Straight back and off the glove of catcher Maddie Burgess for the Lady Cougars. Still 2-2 now to Shelton. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's a strikeout for Cardis. And out number 2.
Next up for your Lady Cats, shortstop number 6.
Here comes shortstop number 6, Lily Ferguson. Lily hitting .275 so far on the young season. Right-handed hitter. Let's see if she can bring one of these runners home. Here's the pitch. That one's lifted out into right field directly at Kinsley Taylor. She drops it. That's going to be an E9. 1 run will for sure score. And she goes all the way to second base, sliding. 2 runs score. Wow. My goodness. That's an E9, but she makes her way all the way to second. Great job lifting that one high in the air. Don't really know what happened there with Kinsley Taylor, the right fielder for the Lady Cougars, but sure enough, she dropped it, and Lady Cats lead 4-0. What all? Ooh, oh my goodness. That one That one got a little bit scary because everybody says, heads up. And a kid started running, trying to get away from the ball, and nearly ran right underneath it. Ladies and gentlemen, find the ball whenever they say heads up. Look out. Don't run.
Oh, nice.
Ferguson steals third.
Nice.
Catches the Lady Cougars napping. Let's look at a 1-1 count now.
I seen her go too far.
Runner on third.
Thrown out.
Here's the pitch. That one is going to be sent up the middle. Oh, and that's going to be an RBI single from your senior, number 10, Caitlin Woodall. Lady Cats lead 5-0 now. Here comes number 3, Kylie Scott. Great job hitting that one up the middle by Woodall. Fantastic piece of hitting. They want to have a meeting on the infield. Catcher and infielders with their senior pitcher, Addie Curtis.
Yeah.
2 away now, runner on first after the RBI single. Ferguson, a great job there to catch the Lady Cougars napping, getting that stolen base, because if she hadn't caught them sleeping, then we'd still be looking at 4-0, and she would have just probably been moved over to third. I don't know if she could have gotten all the way around the bases on that, from second to home on that hit, but that was a great piece of base running as well.
Yeah, probably.
1-0 count. Swung on in that one. Oh, my goodness. Can she get back and tag the base? Sure enough, does just that. Great job there by Kylie Scott to hit the ball and went straight down the first base line. And Sadie Violet got her glove on it, dropped it, and picked it up and tagged first just in time to get Scott out. Man, a lot to unpack right there, because our Lady Cats put up 3 runs there in the bottom of the 3rd inning. I mean, now we're looking at a 5-0 ball game in the bottom of 3rd, or heading into the top of the 4th inning anyways. And Lady Cats doing all the right things here this evening on Jackie Robinson Day. 6:30 right now, straight up. Exactly half past the hour. Now we've dipped below that 60-degree mark, looking at 59 degrees at 6:30. Chloe Smith going back into the circle, getting some warm-up pitches. We saw 2 runs score off the bat of Lily Ferguson, where there was an error out in right field, and she made her way all the way to second base. And then she stole third base, and then come all the way around to score on an RBI single by the first baseman, senior number 10, Caitlin Woodall. Now we're looking at a 5-0 ball game against our cross-county rival. Firing on all cylinders tonight are your Franklin Simpson Lady Cats. Looks like we're going to see 2-hole hitter. Number 1, Karis Taylor. We're going to call her number 2 Taylor, even though she's number 1 on her jersey. She's playing shortstop tonight. Karis, a junior, hitting .303 on the year.
12 for 8. Okay. Wait a second.
Home plate umpire, he's getting himself straightened out. Looks like he's marking down a little bit of a lineup change.
Oh, I see.
Chloe Smith takes a lot off of that one, goes way high and outside for a ball. As I said, where we've seen Chloe be very good from the circle is whenever she just gets up there and just turns it loose as she throws ball 2. Doesn't worry about too much placement or anything like that, just underhand rips it across the plate. And she has won those battles where she's done just that, as she's now behind in the count 3-0 to the leadoff hitter, Karis Taylor. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Just throw strike one there. That's what we need to see more of. When she's at her best, just like that. Here's the pitch. Another one. See, she's winning those battles. 3-2 count now. 3-0 to 3-2. Let's see another one just like that. Here's the pitch. That one is, oh my goodness, that just rolled right down the line. Oh my goodness, that's about as bad of a break as you can possibly get as a pitcher. I mean, just a dribbler down the first baseline, and you're hoping and praying it rolls foul, and it just rolls right down the chalk. We're going to tell Coach Todd Cottle to make those white lines a little flatter. I'm joking. I'm very much so kidding. But runner reaches safely. Foul tip on that one to number 11, Brinley Adler. Adler, freshman. Second in hitting so far on the season for the Cougars. Here's the pitch from Smith. Swung on for strike two. That was going to have been a little low and inside, but Adler had it made up in her mind she was swinging. Runner on first, nobody away here in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Whoa, that looked like a good pitch. Everybody wanted to see that one, and Smith, not afraid to show off some emotion, kind of perked up her ears a little bit at that one, you could tell. Oh, and that one rocketed right back at Smith, and she picks it up, sends it, takes the fielder's choice up on second base to Ferguson. Ferguson couldn't get out of her glove just fast enough to turn two, but great job firing it over to first, attempting to do just that. But Adler beats it out. Here comes number 19, Maddie Burgess, cleanup hitter. Burgess, the catcher for Logan County. That one's taken low and inside. I feel like I'm going to jinx Co again, but she's doing a fantastic job behind the plate tonight. A great outing for the freshman to this point. Strike one right down the pike. 1-1 count now, one away. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. Continuing to win those battles is Chloe Smith. 1-2, one away, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Takes way too much off of it. And Co thought about trying to win that battle that time over on first base as she threw it down to Woodhall. But runner easily reaches back, did Adler. Lady Cats on top, 5-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Bring up another one for Chloe Smith. Strikeout number 3. Man, love it when she's just ripping it down Main Street like that. I mean, she's shown herself to be a good fastball pitcher. That right there's a great looking pitch. Called it away, but my vantage point looked pretty good. 1 ball, no strikes. Number 25, Maddie Kleinert. That's going to be a grounder at Ferguson. Ferguson's going to pick it up and fire it over to Woodall. Woodall has to stretch just a bit. Nearly took her off the back. But that's out number 3. Your Lady Cats are going to be heading into the dugout for the bottom of the 4th, leading 5-0. We're going to get to that and more when we return right here on 92.3 WFKN.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank, is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson's Lady Cats softball. Thank you for joining us. My name's Cody Schuler. I am your voice for Lady Cats softball as well as Wildcat baseball. We're here in a good one right now in the bottom of the fourth inning, getting ready to see designated player number 24, the senior Hallie Bowles, lead off the bottom of the fourth inning with your Lady Cats leading over the Logan County Lady Cougars. That's right, we're on top of the rival right now. Hoping to finish this one out, as our bats have been doing enough work. 2 runs in the bottom of the first, 3 more in the bottom of the third. Let's see if we can continue to expand upon that. And Chloe Smith been doing a heck of a job from the circle.
Designated player number 24.
3 strikeouts, only 1 walk on the evening. I mean, that is just fantastic work from the junior. I mean, I'm so excited. I know head coach Todd Cottle's got to be giddy at this point to see his junior doing the fantastic work that she's doing from the circle tonight. Hallie Bowles hits one over to second base. Addison Holloway, she fields it cleanly, sends it over to Sadie Violet to record out number 1. First pitch swinging was Bowles. Put good bat on the ball, just better defense. Making a routine play look routine was Holloway for the Lady Cougars. Here comes third baseman Ava Holland. Holland, a sophomore, hitting .316 on the season. She can take the Austin .316 title right now. Yes, if she hits, I'm going to say it's because Ava Holland said so. I promise I'm going to do it. Oh! Nearly gets past the shortstop. A great play by the shortstop, Karis Taylor. I had that one in the pocket, ready to go. Oh, man.
Next up for your Lady Cats center fielder, number 14.
But next up at the top of the lineup, number 14, the senior Allie Utley.
That would have been cool, man.
It would have been cool. Man, we're having a little bit of fun up here in the press box. Allie Utley rips one past Brinley Adler right in between 5 and 6 hole for a single, a 2-out single to get Jasmine Grover back up. Looking to expand on her 1-for-2 outing here this evening. She had a great hit to right center field, found green grass, exactly all the things that you want to do. Now Utley, don't wait on her to steal because she's going to be gone. That one is lifted out into foul territory. Utley was 100% gone on that one, though. She is not waiting for anything over on first base. That's going to be a stolen base. Oh, 1, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Utley away. The throw down to second, and she's easily safe. Imagine that. 1-1 count now. You know, I don't have a kid on this team. My daughters are obviously way too young to do this, as Grover takes another ball. But you begin to form relationships with the parents and the people around you and the staff and that kind of thing in this line of work. And you learn to love to watch some of these kids play ball. If you're a fan of the sport, it just becomes exciting for you just to see them do well, and things like Utley stealing second. It puts a smile on everybody's face because you know it's coming. I mean, she is the Thanos over there on first base. Inevitable is what she is to steal second.
Grab the plate.
Full count now, 3-2 with 2 away. Grover at the plate. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Was leaning into that one. Got around good on it, just got a little too much underneath it. If she can mimic her hit that she had last time at bat, that'd bring home a run. Oh, and misses on that one. 4 strike 3 to end the inning. Leave one stranded out there on second base, but Lady Cats still got the lead, 5-0, with Junior Chloe Smith heading back out to the circle. Everybody getting pumped up for the top of the 5th, and we're going to take a quick break and be right back with you as we are heading towards the end of this ball game now. We're getting in the championship innings almost. You're listening to 92.3.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson Lady Cats softball. We are on top of the Lady Cougars from Logan County right now, 5-0, heading into the top of the 5th inning. Chloe Smith back into the circle to continue her shutout of the regional rival. That's a strike. As she's pitching against second baseman number 4, Addison Holloway, right now. Addison Holloway, a sophomore, hitting .313 on the year. Takes ball 1. Set. Pitch. She took a lot off of that one. Holland, I mean, just a dribbler right there. I mean, that was... She swung and she hit it, but it acted basically as a very good bunt. It is how that ball traveled down the third baseline. Stayed just enough fair. And Holland unable to get to that one quickly enough as she beats out the throw, did Holloway. So, leadoff single. Ball 1 now. Number 21, Reese Wetton. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. We say a 1-1 count there, maybe? Here's the pitch. That one's outside. 2-1 count now. Left-handed hitter is Wetton. Left fielder for the Lady Cougars. That one hit. Wow, fantastic play by Ferguson. Nearly got the runner. Let's see, Woodall, there's going to be a play at third, but she is safe. Great defensive play there by Ferguson at short to be able to backhand that hard-hit ground ball and attempt the throw over at first. But the lead runner, whenever the throw went to first, took off to third, and Woodall fired it over there to third to Holland to try to tag that lead runner, but to no avail. And now the Lady Cougars kind of got momentum heading their way here in the top of the 5th inning. They're back in business with runners on second and third now. Oh, 2 count now. Number 15, Sadie Violet. Here's the pitch. Off the top of the glove there by Coe. She just kind of popped it up in the air for ball 1. I'm going to say it again. Great job tonight, Jaden Coe. Ball 2 now, 2-2 count now with none away, runners on second and third. A bit of a jam here in the top of the 5th. Lady Cats on top, 5-0. Here's the pitch. That one's lifted past shortstop Lily Ferguson. 2 runs are going to come in. It's going to turn out to just be a single, but that is a 2 RBI single for Sadie Violet.
Next up, number 12.
Next up is going to be number 12, Annie Owen. Owen, a sophomore, hitting .250 on the year. Just appeared in 2 games as a hitter.
Oh, my God.
A little bit of a meeting here on the infield with the pitcher. This has been the first real jam that we've seen. They're asking Coach Todd Cottle if he wants to come out, I think, and discuss it, but he's like, hey, let's go. I agree with head coach Todd Cottle. I mean, yeah, we've just given up 2 runs here, but you got to credit the Cougars for their hitting prowess that they've had here in the top of the 5th. The first jam that we've seen, Chloe has continued to do a fantastic job throwing strikes, and that's what she's won with all night is throwing strikes. They've just gotten a hold of a couple of them here tonight. Here's the pitch. That one bounces in, gets away from Coe. Bring it out at 2-1 count. There's a good pitch. 3-1 count now. Smith. There's the pitch. That one poked away. Maybe another foul ball. Lady Cats still on top, leading 5-2. Runner out on second base for Logan County. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a grounder. They're going to check the runner, but she's going to take off, get the out over at first. Runner does advance to third, so they move the runner. Now we're back to the top of the lineup for Logan County. Callie Taylor. With a runner on third. Let's see if Taylor can get something going. That's going to be a grounder at Smith. She's going to, oh my goodness, unable to do so. The hard hit ground ball off the glove of Smith. Addie Shelton tried to glove it over to Woodall. Made a great play on the ball there, just gloved it and tried to send it on over to first, but unable to do just that. Now head coach Todd Cottle wants to talk about it. I mean, it's not been anything that Smith has been doing differently so far. It's just that Logan County's been able to connect a little bit more. We have not made bad defensive plays. He's giving her a pat on the back and going to keep her in right now. Even though Logan County has scored 3 runs, you would have to think with our shortened pitching rotation that she's going to have to remain in there and try to go as deep into this game as she possibly can.
Next up for Logan County, shortstop number 1, Karis.
Now here comes Karis Taylor. Taylor number 2. That one gets past Coe. Ball a bit high. That might have been really the first real poor pitch that we've seen in a big moment from Smith. She's done a fantastic job from the circle. More of that. That one is a little low and outside, but ball 2. 2-0 count now to Karis Taylor. Here's the pitch. Ball high. 3-0 count now. You don't want to see her get outside of the 6 inches between her ears. Let's see a strike right here. And that one gets away from her. Runner is going to advance on over to third on another passed ball. And I see Todd Cottle over there. Looks like we're going to see a pitching change. He's waving at somebody over on the bench. She might just be a little fatigued. Don't know exactly what's going to happen here. But who we're bringing in. Yep. Here comes the senior Ali Ali. It's been a good night, minus this 5th inning for Chloe Smith. She's been winning the fastball pitching battle between her and Addie Cartus. While Lady Cats have been connecting on those, and up until here in the top of the 5th inning, the Lady Cougars have not. But we've still got a 2-run lead. Runner is on first and third now. As I said, last night was kind of a freebie. It just for the overall record, it didn't have regional or district implications, whereas tonight, regional and district implications can most definitely affect seeding and especially your outcome for the district tournament, which, if you don't get into the top 2 of the district, then you're not getting into the region. So a very important game in the grand scheme of things right here already on April 15th. Utley's getting some time here just to get some warm-up pitches as Chloe Smith trades in her pitching arm for now her catching arm. She goes in the dugout, puts on her catching gear. Who did we send out there to center field?
That's Jaden.
Jaden Coe moves from catching to center. And that's going to be a hit. First pitch swinging. Another run scores, now just a 1-run lead. A 4-run inning here in the top of the 5th. Momentum definitely in the Lady Cougars' way. So we've got runners on first and second with 1 away. A new pitcher turned on that one, did number 19, Maddie Burgess. And the Cougars are awake. Scoreless until the top of the 5th here. Now a 4-5 ball game. The Cougars, they had a, whoa, that one fired right back at Utley. She appears to be fine, but it caught her right in the shin. Ferguson comes in and checks on her. And here comes 25, Macy Kleinert. Runners did advance as Utley took the force over at first. Foul tip ball there. 0-1 count, 2 away. Runners now on second and third. Can Kleinert extend this inning? Where's Jack Reacher when you need him? Utley sets. Here's the pitch. That one comes inside. 2-1 count now to Kleinert. Here's the pitch. That one sent down the third base line, and it's called, I was about to say, that's a foul ball. It bounced over the top of the bag and went directly foul into foul territory. The Logan County Cougar coach is very upset with the home plate umpire about it, but it was clearly foul. I mean, he's arguing something here that wasn't even remotely close from the press box. Don't give your kids false hope, man. Come on. It wasn't even close. But whatever. 2-2 count now, 2 away. That's going to be ball 3 from Utley to Kleinert. As the count runs full, there wasn't even a question about that one. I mean, he was livid. Oh, that's ball 4. Man. Yep. It's a ball high, but Lady Cat fans wanted that one as bases are now loaded with 2 away, clinging to a 1-run lead here on the top of the 5th inning. And here comes Addison Holloway. Ball 1 low and inside. Sets. Here's the pitch. This one just got tense. Utley. Oh, that's some runner interference right there. Yeah. That's some runner interference right there. That was a ground ball right at Lily Ferguson, and runner ran right across her glove. Run does not count, as she didn't give the defensive player an opportunity to field it cleanly. Logan County coach wants to talk about that one too, but no, that's just like the foul ball call, very clear to see that was runner interference. So, with that call, Lady Cats on top right now after giving up 4 runs in the top of the 5th. They're clinging to a 1-run lead now. Instead of being up 5-0, just up 5-4 at just after the 7 o'clock hour, 7:01. Still just a beautiful spring evening, 57 degrees. The sun beginning to set lower and lower out there in right center field. Is that still number 17, Addie Cardis? It sure is. Cardis is going to go back to the circle for the bottom of the 5th inning. The lead pitching player for the Lady Cougars. We're going to hang out with you through this break instead of taking a break. 4 runs there at the top of the 5th. It's been a fun evening, and I say it's been fun. I was joking with my producer in between one of the breaks that it's fun because we're winning, and yes, 100%. I am as competitive as they come. I don't care if it's checkers or chess, which I'm not a very good chess player, but I want to win, bro. And here comes Chloe Smith to the plate. Home run earlier in this game. Did a great job from the circle for 5.1 innings. takes ball 1. Cardis checks the signal, sets, wind up, pitch, way low and away. 2-0 count now. Cardis, we saw throwing a lot of pitches, I mean, just up and down in the zone, but not really away or inside at all to start off the first couple of innings of this one. And now she's getting away. 2-1 count now on the check swing from Smith. Shelton in the on-deck circle. That one's high and outside. 3-1 count. Now she's going to have to pitch to Smith. Here it comes. That one's high and outside, and she's going to walk her. Not a bad choice, I would say.
Next up for your Lady Cats.
She has shown, pardon me, a little tongue tied. She's shown how dangerous she is from the batter's box. Earlier in this one, here comes Addie Shelton. Shelton holding down second base tonight. Smith going to steal second base in there safely. Good job there by Karis Taylor. Nearly got the tag in. I mean, that was a good sweep. But Smith in there safely with her second stolen base of the evening. Ball inside there to Shelton this time. 2-0 count. Coming out of the Franklin Simpson dugout. That's a strike. 2-1 count now. Cardis to Shelton. Runner in scoring position with nobody away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Shows bunt, lays it down. Great job there by Shelton, and she's going to be safe. Runner comes home after the missed throw over at first base. Now we got a 2-run lead.
Number 6, Lily Ferguson.
Here comes Lily Ferd. Addison Shelton with plenty of speed over on first base as well. Let's see if she tries to force the Cougars' hand. Foul tip. Totally different feeling from last night's game. Here on April 15th, Jackie Robinson Day. The day that the civil rights icon broke the color barrier. That one's lifted out into center field. Oh, and it's going to get squeezed by Taylor. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Next up here, the Lady Cats.
She took it for a ride, but unable to get it past center fielder for the Lady Cougars, Callie Taylor. Here comes senior Caitlin Woodall. Woodall, her average up to 242 after going 2 for 4 last night. That one's lifted back and into the net for a foul ball. Lady Cats now got a little bit more insurance after a leadoff walk there by Chloe Smith, stole second base, and then the good bunt laid down by Addison Shelton, and the throwing error. She's able to come all the way around and score to acquire that 2-run lead. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball high. Shelton takes off and goes. Oh, she's going to be safe after the dropped ball by Taylor. 1-2 count now to Woodall. Lady Cats got another one in scoring position. Shelton got her eyes over on third, watching head coach Todd Cottle. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. What you notice a lot here with these smaller softball fields is that third baseman will charge in towards the batter on a slower hit, on a smaller hit, and leave an opening for that runner out on second to make her way down to third. So keeping a close eye on that third baseman for the second base runner is very key here in this predicament. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Turn on that one, popped it up, infield fly. Third baseman Brinley Adler squeezes it for out number 2. Here comes Kylie Scott. Kylie had a good hit her last at-bat that went straight down the first base line. Just a better play made by Violet from the Cougars. Like to see her replay that because I don't know if Violet can make the same play again. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Some high heat there from Cardis. 0-1 with 2 away. Kylie, just a sophomore, hitting right at the Mendoza line, and even 200. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed again at high heat. 0-2 with 2 away, runner on second. Cardis sets. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a ball just a little bit outside. Shout out Bob Euchre, famous for the movies Major League, as well as being a phenomenal play-by-play announcer for the Milwaukee Brewers. Swung on and missed. Nothing but air that time, too, unfortunately, for our Lady Cats. But they got another insurance run and now lead by 2 runs, 4-6, heading into the top of the 6th inning. They're going to head back out to the field, and it looks like it's going to be senior Allie Utley taking the circle yet again. We're going to come back with all that and more right here on some 4th Region action on 92.3 WFKN.
For a place to connect, grow, and worship, discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
Welcome back, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson Lady Cat Varsity Softball. We're heading into the top of the 6th inning right now, where our Lady Cats are on top of Logan County Lady Cougars, 6-4. Allie Utley's come on in relief from a very good outing from junior Chloe Smith, where she went 5 in the 3rd innings. And that's going to be a chopper from Wetton right back to Utley. She picks it up, fires it cleanly over to Woodall for out number 1 to start off the top of the 6th inning. You know, our Lady Cats were on top 5-0, and I would expect nothing less than what we are experiencing right now, with this one turning more so into a game than just seeing our Lady Cats run away from it. That one's turned on, sent foul by by Sadie Violet, first baseman. 0-1 count now. Being a rivalry game, you know, you just look for games like this to happen. I mean, it's rarely ever a blowout one way or another. Violet turns on that one, sent that one deep to left field. That's a home run. Good gracious alive. I did not know that they had that in them. Sadie Violet, a freshman. That's going to be her first home run of the season. She had, I mean, 4. That's her first hit of the year. Her first hit of the year, home run. I mean, she sat back and crushed that thing out to left field. I mean, exactly what I was talking about. I mean, that just throws you for a loop right there. Now it's a 6-5 ball game. I mean, rivalry games. First hit of the season for the freshman, Sadie Violet, playing first base, is a home run to left. I'm sorry, I mean no disrespect. I just mean, my word, it's unexpected. She doesn't even have a batting average right now. I mean, at least according to what I'm seeing here from her stats, and that one's lifted out to center field. Jaden Coe is underneath it for out number 2 off the hit from number 12, Annie Owen. And now they're back to the top of the order. Callie Taylor. Taylor playing center field. Both teams very similar as far as age goes and experience, minus the pitching staff. Yeah. We're still thrown right now by the solo home run of freshman Sadie Violet up here in the press box, because it's just this is her. She's appeared in 5 games as a hitter, but nothing recorded. I mean, congratulations, that's huge. As Taylor lifts one out to left field and Grover is underneath it, squeezes it, has to backtrack a little bit for out number 3. I'm glad we got it on video at least. That'll be something if you're a Logan County Cougar fan, a relative of Sadie Violet. Congratulations. That was a huge hit that I hope that they can, save in their Franklin Simpson Channel 9 viewing platform. And, they'll be able to save this video to something and have that memory for the rest of their lives. So congratulations on that solo shot there, young lady. Apparently your first home run in a varsity game. I don't recall previous years, considering that I cover the Franklin Simpson broadcast, as we're heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Now looking at 6-5. Hallie Bowles, a designated player, going to be leading this one off. As the sun is pretty much set now out in right center field. And we've got a ball game on our hands. I mean, my goodness. We're going to be looking at Bowles, Holland, and then back to the top of the lineup with Utley hitting third in this one. Addie Cardis, probably with a little bit of renewed life right now in her mind. Coming back into the circle, knowing that they are right in this game. And she throws some straight gas right down the middle. 0-1 to Bowles. Bowles with a bit of a slow start on the year. A sub-100 hitter as of right now. Bowles. Once time, she's getting it. Cardis took her time out there, getting the signal from the dugout. They couldn't make up their minds, but now they got it. Here's the pitch. Whoa. Get out the pitching wedge if you're going to hit that one, but called strike 2. 2-2 count to the leadoff hitter for the Lady Cats. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be low and away. Ball 1. On deck circle, third baseman Ava Holland. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be low and way outside. Run count 2-2. Lady Cats trying to get off the losing streak here. I know the most important part of the losing streak is you don't talk about a losing streak, as Bowles swings through strike 3 for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Holland once again hitting .316. I really hope she gets a hit here, just because I want to say it. Just because, you know, .316. Oh, foul ball. Swinging through on that one. 0-1 count now to Holland. And I am a person that grew up in the back part of the 80s and through the 90s. So I grew up with Attitude Era Wrestling, and so I like to use old wrestling terms. Sorry, you're going to get a few throughout this broadcast. As we get ball 1. Cardis getting the signal. Sets. Wind up. Pitch. That one's going to be low and outside for ball 2. Allie Utley looming in the on-deck circle right now. You can hear her coaching up, the sophomore hitter. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Count goes 2-2. Just a little bit behind that pitch that time. Cardis can put some velocity on her pitches, and that's what the last 2 swings have had a hard time catching up to those, as Holland, as she throws ball 3 and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, nobody on base right now in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lady Cats leading 6-5 against regional and district rival Logan County Lady Cougars. And she's going to walk with ball 4. Lady Cats back in business with a runner. And here comes Allie Utley.
Pitcher number 14, Allie Utley.
Utley was stranded on second last time we saw her. Got a runner over on first now. Here's the pitch. Swinging. Foul ball. Lands on top of the lunch space out behind the home dugout. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one rocketed right up the middle. I mean, it's just so fun. Well, we're not going to see her steal second this time because there's a runner on second. But here comes Jasmine Grover with 1 away and runners on first and second. 6-5 ball game, and Logan County wants to talk it over with their pitcher. Head coach Todd Cottle calls over his hitters, as looming in the on-deck circle will be Chloe Smith. And if we don't end up seeing any kind of a double play ball here, which does not happen very often, we're going to see Smith hit again here in the bottom of the 6th. A little show of senior leadership there from Utley, putting everybody's heads together, getting head taps, and now we're back into it as we're waiting on Logan County. Cardis is going to remain the starting pitcher. innings. Coming into tonight, she had pitched 40 innings, 40 and 2/3, and junior Haley Henson pitched 14 and 2/3, and Madeline Burgess 10 and 2/3. So she is the primary pitcher. That one sent up the middle. Oh my goodness, the runners collide there at second. Oh, and that is not a good look right there. Oh my goodness, both runner and Holland is down, Karis Taylor down. Tell you what, we're going to take a quick break and give everybody a chance to collect themselves and come right back. But you're listening to Lady Cat Softball on 92.3 WFKN. Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Lady Cat Softball. We had a little bit of an injury timeout right there. Our runner on second base collided trying to make her way to third with shortstop Karis Taylor. And they collided heads, it looked like. Both the shortstop and our runner went down. But Taylor, she was up and after being down for quite some time and appeared to give a laugh or two, and Holland gave everybody a salute. Great show of sportsmanship here, even though this is a big-time rivalry game. And now we're going to see a walk for Chloe Smith. She's not going to get to swing the bat. And Addie Shelton is going to swing the bat. So here comes Shelton, bases loaded, fouls off the first pitch there with 2 away. That runner interference into Karis Taylor is an unfortunate turn of events here. Shelton lines another one into foul territory down the right field line. Now sitting in an 0-2 hole with 2 away and the bases loaded, in a pretty big moment here in the bottom of the 6th, while we just got a 1-run insurance lead. So that runner interference, unfortunate if you're a Lady Cat fan right now, because that was a good hit. Taylor had no shot of getting to the ball from her shortstop position. That one fired way high and outside. Cardis even stepped out towards that direction a little bit that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cardis gets the signal. Big moment here. Here's the pitch. Yep, that's a strike. Cardis letting him hear about it too. Yep. Well, that's a senior for you right there. Great piece of pitching for fastball right on the inside part of the plate. And now we're going to see if our Lady Cats can continue to put themselves in business, or what we're going to see as far as our defensive product right here. I see Co. Yeah, so we are going to go back now. You see this in softball. If you make a substitution and a change, you can do it once. So Co is back to catching, and Smith is back to pitching. I imagine that we'd see Utley, but right back out to center field. Smith did a fantastic job for 5 1/3 innings, and then we saw 4 runs score there in the top of the 5th. 1 run scored on Utley there in the top of the 6th with the Sadie Violet home run, the freshman. I mean, going yard on a solo shot, her first hit of the year. So congratulations to Sadie Violet. Sun's officially set here. Beautiful sunset. It's been a great night for baseball, man. I've had a lot of fun here tonight. And this is what we want to see. We want to see competitive games. And this has been a good night for calls, for umpiring or anything like that. Been a good one. Coe takes her warm-up down to second base, right on the money to Ferguson. Looks like Chloe Smith's ready to get back started underway in the circle yet again. And leading off is going to be number 1, Karis Taylor. She's the number 2 hitter. And the one who took the shot to the head, unfortunately, in that runner interference in the bottom of the 6th. Now, in the top of the 7th, Chloe throws ball 1. Let's see what we've got in store now. Big time inning. Can Chloe Smith come back in and finish this one off? So strike 1 swinging is Taylor. So she's going to be facing Taylor, Adler, and Burgess. Oh, come on. I like that one. Called a ball low. 2-1 count now. Can we come away winning? Beat the streak. That one is lifted out into left center field. That's in for a very nice base hit. Leadoff hit there by Taylor. Glad she's okay after taking that shot there from Holland, trying to field the ball short in the bottom of the last inning. You want to see Chloe remain in the proper headspace here, even after giving up that hit. She's in here to get the save. Chloe wanted that one. I did too. But called ball 1. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be lined down the right field foul line. Out of play. 1-1 count now.
I mean, she was on a 2-inning limit at the start of the season.
Pardon me, had to adjust my mic. That's going to be a ground ball right at Ferguson. She's going to flip it over to Shelton. Shelton's going to fire it over to first, not in time. And there, that gets away from Woodall, but the runner is going to advance. So, nearly a turn 2. Ball gets away from Woodall.
Next up, catcher number 19, Maddie Burgess.
Here comes catcher number 19, Maddie Burgess.
Just hold the ball. 0 chance of throwing right at first.
So runner stays in scoring position now. There's a strike to Burgess. 1 away. Lady Cougars threatening. Lady Cougars, they had a incredible game against Todd County. That one's lifted out into left center field. Utley is underneath it. She is going to squeeze it, and the runner will remain at second. 1 out away now here in the top of the 7th. As I wish I had a really cool Jack Reacher quote, because here comes Kleiner.
Next up, the designated player, number 25, Macy Kleiner.
Hey, bud, be ready.
I do love the Reacher series, as I've mentioned it several times tonight. Great books if you've never read them. All right, that's called ball outside. It's a good-looking pitch, though. More of that. Just, a little more inside on the plate. Chloe sets. Here's the pitch. That's ball high and outside. I like the velocity, though. Not too much cutesy stuff. So we're playing underneath the lights now. 1 more out. to put away the regional rival. Foul ball, 2-1 now to Kleinert. Macy Kleinert, a 303 hitter. My goodness, she's just an 8th grader. Very good hitter for an 8th grader. Fouled off another one, 2-2, 1 strike away. Come on, Chloe, let's rear back and get something. Try to blow one past her. 6-5 ball game. Can Chloe Smith put it away? Here comes the payoff. Taps it out to Shelton. Shelton fields it cleanly, sends it over to Woodall. It's it in time! Lady Cats win! Woo! It got close down there. And I mean, I tell you what, this right here, it turned into a ball game. Lady Cats were on top, 5-0. Lady Cougars end up coming up and putting 4 runs in the top of the 5th and a 5th in the top of the 6th inning and cannot tie it in the top of the 7th. Wow. Way to put it to your district and regional rival, Lady Cats. Good job coaching tonight. Great job playing as the teams are going to meet around the circle for a post-game prayer. Great game for everybody. I'm sure that Chloe Smith's going to go get that home run ball. She had a fantastic outing from the circle as well. Great job running the bases. When this team is healthy and they are into it, they can win some ball games. Great job tonight, Lady Cats. Thank you for joining us right here on Franklin Simpson Channel 9 as well as 92.3. My name's Cody Schuler. Thank you so much for joining and hanging out with me on 92.3 WFKN.